I'm going to review this juicer today. Let's take a look at it. Has a nice white design. This is a slow juicer, so it runs at a slower speed, which means it doesn't heat up the vegetables, fruits and vegetables, like a centrifugal juicer does, which means you'll get a better quality juice. Okay, well, you have your off button. It has a soft and a hard, so soft would be your soft vegetables, hard if you're doing something like carrots. Soft would be something like cucumbers, things like that. And then it has a reverse, which is good to have. If this ever jams up, you hit the reverse to kind of unjam it and then hit it again to put it back in the going in the right direction. So pretty basic layout. So I'm going to start this today with some carrots. That's a very popular thing that people do. Juice. I'm going to hit the hard button. So pretty quiet. This is something that at least that's a nice thing when these are quiet, because you can juice in the morning and you don't like wake up everybody in the house. So let's go ahead and I'll put the stuff in, and it's going in pretty well. Let's see. So this is the juice, and that's where the pulp comes out. Like a carrot usually gets pulled in pretty well. If you're doing something like some leafy greens, you usually have to use the pusher like this to get it to go down. This is pulling it in pretty easy. And so far it's actually really fast, which I think is now. All right. First up, I usually check on the pulp first. Here we go. And is it dry? That's the key on if you have a decent juicer, is how dry is the pulp. So I'm gonna grab some of it here. All right, grab it here. And actually it is pretty good. Yeah, that's very dry. There on the, here's the juice poured into here, and there. So looks very nice. So when it comes to how well it did on the carrots, very well. Good job on the carrots. I'm going to try it now with some kale. Still has a little bit of a pulp from the carrot in there, but that's okay. Usually when you're juicing a lot of different things together. That's fine. Okay. When you're doing greens, you usually have to push them down. The first seems to be doing okay with that. Okay, that's done. So let's take a look at, let's start with the pulp. Okay. There. Close up of the pulp. Grab a bit here. The way to know, of course, when you're checking if it's juicing a lot, is you want it to as dry as possible. And it's pretty dry. I mean, there's a little bit of moisture, but it's not like tons of stuff coming out. This is like a little bit. This is about what is usually can expect on these kind of juicers. I have reviewed ones in the past that were really lots of water and liquid coming out, so that's actually pretty decent. And in here, you always get a little more foam when you're doing, at least I find when you're doing like the kale and stuff, you can always get a little more foam. But the foam is fine. There's a little bit of orange in there from the carrots. So, looks nice. I guess the main things that I look for is it easy to use? Is it pulp? Is it very dry? The drier the better. I'd say so far it looks pretty good. It's a little bit like this is the base on this, the motor, say compared to like a really expensive juicer. This is relatively lightweight, so I did notice that sometimes it would do that a little bit, but that's just because it's a lighter weight machine. And these clean up really easy. This pretty much like this design of all of these are about the same. When you push here, and then once you take this off, then you take it over to your sink, and then all the pieces come apart. That, and then that pulls out like that, and then this comes out. You can always do it like that if you have trouble pushing it out. Oh, but this comes off like here, and then this here. So all these pieces come apart, and then you take them to the sink, and then you wash them out. So overall, I think it's I'm surprised because this is a pretty lightweight machine here, and I wasn't really expecting it to do well, and it did actually a lot better than I thought. If you just want like a basic juicer, this isn't going to be making nut butters. This is not like that kind of a juicer. But if you want to just make your green juice, your carrot juice, your orange juice, any of that kind of juice, then this seems like it's going to do the job just fine. I just finished cleaning it up, and very fast and easy. So that's a big plus for this as well. So anyway, thanks for watching my review, and see you next time. If you like this video, feel free to hit subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Bye.